afternoon and welcome. Glad you could join us today. So let's get started talking about low power mode on Go for Lunch for December 9th, 2025, brought to you by GoFor Technology. I am Roger Harmon, your host, and we're here to make your technology work for you. It's International Day of Veterinary Medicine. So, thank those men and women that take care of your pets. So, what is low power mode? Well, it temporarily reduces background activity. You access it by going to your settings and then to battery. And it allows your battery to last longer. So it takes down the brightness of your display. It stops apps from refreshing in the background. And animations are limited. And it might switch from 5G to 4G or LTE, which also saves battery. So when your battery is in low power mode, the indicator in the upper right hand corner of your iPhone turns to yellow, so you know it's on. But when you charge it, it will automatically turn back to green. So another way to turn on low battery mode is to add it to the control center. So let's see how we do that. So we're going to unlock our iPhone here. And there we go. So as usual, the display on your left is the direct connection to the iPhone, and the display on the right is a picture of the iPhone so you can see what I am doing. So I am doing the swipe from the upper right hand corner to get into my control center. So as you can see, I have various controls here, but look, there's a little space there. What are we going to fill that with? Well, we're going to go up here to the plus sign on the upper left hand corner, tap on that, and then we're on the bottom here, we're going to tap on add a control. So we could go and search up here for low battery mode, but I see it is right here. So I'm just going to tap on that. And voila, it appears right there in my control center. So to get out of the edit mode, I just tap in a blank space, and now I can turn on low battery mode right from my control center. So when it is white and yellow, it is on, and when it is black and white, it is off. So that's pretty quick and simple to do. So when you're traveling, you might want to turn on low battery mode at the beginning of the day when your battery is fully charged. Because if you have a full day and you are not going to be carrying a charger or a battery pack, then the battery will last longer. Of course, it is a good idea to carry a battery pack just in case, but sometimes you want to travel light. So you can evoke low power mode at the beginning of the day and your battery will last longer. So you can also do a shortcut to automatically turn on low battery mode. So you go to the Shortcuts app and you click on Automation, which is at the bottom of your screen, and then you click on New Automation, and then you scroll down to Battery Level, and then you can set any level you want. For example, we're going to set it at 40%. You select Run Immediately, but you do not select Run after confirmation or notify when running, because that would just give you another notification you have to acknowledge, so you don't want to get that in there. So let's unlock our iPhone again and see how we do that. So so I see a question here from Bob, so we'll just answer that right now. Does low power mode turn off all the radios like airplane mode? And the answer is no, it does not. So it leaves all your radios, your cellular radio, your Wi-Fi radio, your Bluetooth radio, all in the same mode that they were in before you went into low power mode. Okay, so we're going to go into shortcuts. So we're going to click on search, and we could type in shortcuts, but here it is right here. So we're going to click on that, and then we're going to click on automation here at the bottom of the screen. We can hit the right place here. Come on. Let's try this again. So we're going to go to shortcuts, automation, there we go. Then we're going to hit the little plus sign, and we're going to scroll down until we find battery level. Now you don't want to choose low power mode, even though that might be logical, but that would only turn on and off your low power mode. But we want it to turn on at a certain battery level. So we're going to click on battery level. So we have this little slider here. So we're going to slide it to 40%. There we go. So it says equals 40%. And then we're going to check run after, no, we're going to check run immediately. And we don't want to turn on notify when run, because that's just an extra step. Then we're going to click next up here in the upper right hand corner. And then we're going to search for low power mode, because we've told the shortcut to reduce the battery to 40%, but we haven't told it under which condition. So we're going to put in low, L-O-W. There's set low power mode. So now we have, when the battery level is at 40%, turn low power mode on. And we're going to click on done. And there you have it. So this is actually not a shortcut. This is actually an automation. So when you go into your shortcuts and you want to go into, you notice it's not here. Normally when you add a shortcut, it'll be here under my shortcuts. So the way you would access this, so we go to shortcuts, just go to automation, and then there it is. So there you have it. So another way to make sure you get low battery mode if you need it. So other ways that you could save your battery is you can take your display and brightness and put it in dark mode. So when it's in dark mode, like we have here, only the white is being illuminated, or colors are being illuminated, but anything that is blank or black is not being illuminated, so it's not taking up any battery power. You can also adjust your screen brightness to be lower. So let's go see what that looks like. So we're going to go back here to settings, and we're going to go to display and brightness. So we just click on dark mode. So all this black is not taking any battery power. We're going to go to light just for demonstration purposes. And then down here you have your brightness, so you can just take that down. You know, if it's at night, you could probably get away with making me like 25% there, but I keep it about 50% to save a little bit of battery during the day. So another thing you can do is if you're in an area with poor cellular coverage, your phone is trying to connect and it takes more power to do that. So like if you're in a hotel that has Wi-Fi, then you can turn your phone to airplane mode, which turns off the cellular and saves that battery power from you know, trying to get to the weak cellular tower. So, questions or comments? So go ahead and enter your comments if you haven't already. And do me a big favor and forward the GoFor Gazette to anybody you know that uses Apple devices. It comes out every Monday morning about 7 o'clock. And our friends at Zoom Workplace have updated to version 6.6.11. And I had a request from Stanley to demonstrate the notifications summary that I put as the tip in the newsletter. So we're going to go back here and do that right now. So here we are in the control panel. So Stanley was having a problem finding how to set up the time for the notification. So we're going to scroll down to notifications right here. And so you have, first of all, you have a choice to display as a count, a stack, or a list, which would show them separately. And then right here it says scheduled summary. So this is where you set the time. So I have mine set for the first one at 8 o'clock and the second one at 1800 or 6 p.m. And you could even put in a third one if you wanted to. So to change these, you just click on them, and so we could change this one to 7:30. Come on. There we go. So that's how you do it. So then you go down here and it has a list of all of your apps, and so you just switch on the ones that you want to be included in that summary. So I have Flipboard included, Overcast included, Waterminder, New York Times. So you just go through, and I've got 300 apps, so I'm not going to go through all these, but you get the idea. You just turn on so the switch is green, and then those apps, if they have any kind of a summary or in any kind of a notification, they will be included in the summary. So I hope that clears it up, Stanley, and everybody else. And hello. Glad you could join us. So anybody have any other questions? That's interesting. I lost my background. Interesting. What's going on here? Let's see. I'm on camera 1. Well, that's very interesting. And my headset's falling off again. So, a little behind the scenes. You can see I have a green screen back here. That's how I am able to display all of the beautiful pictures of Sequoia National Park. Well, if you think of anything between now and next Tuesday at noon, when we'll be doing another Go for Lunch, just email me or call me, and that information is coming up right now. So have a great week.